Some things should be said.
Or shouldn't.
Oh, it's on.
With Juan
and Sean. And welcome to the Drinkie Poo episode of Oh, It's On.
With Juan
and Sean, and episode 29. We're here. As some of you may know, we enjoy our alcoholic beverages. So we're going to talk about those today. And remember, if we don't mention one of your favorite alcohol beverages and you're thinking, why is this not one of your favorite beverages? Let us know in the comments below. So Juan, we'll start off. When did you have your first Drinkie Poo?
Now, when you say my first drink, like I took a sip or I actually had my first, I'm
first
drinking
sip.
my beer.
First sip.
Damn, dude, I was a kid.
Ooh.
You know, and you're that young little lad and your old man tells you, go get you a can of beer. And you open that fridge and because you're so tiny, that can of beer.
So big.
It's so big on your little hands. He cracks it open so I hear take a swig. You're like, damn.
Was it good?
Man now.
Was it good?
It was sparkling.
I remember the first two gross drinks I had. One was I thought a can of Budweiser was a Coke, and I grabbed it and I just took a quick drink. I don't know what I was thinking, but I thought it was Coke, and this king of beers just hit my tongue, and I was like, because my dad ran a bar,
Yeah.
and then I was like, why are people coming here to drink this trash? Like, I just was so grossed out. I swore I would never drink because I saw my dad have to fight guys because they were getting drunk and unruly. But then there was one guy who would come in and get drunk, and then he'd start doing Donald Duck impressions, and I thought it was hilarious. But I didn't even drink till I was 21 because I was too afraid of maybe I'm going to become like one of these monsters that I see at my dad's bar.
Yeah.
So I didn't drink till I was 21. So what was the first, your first drink you had?
Damn, dude, I think I was 18.
Oh, breaking the law.
Yeah. And that was like after fucking basic training.
I was going to say, were you in boot camp yet?
I was after boot camp.
Okay.
We were,
Dang, you didn't drink in high school?
Huh?
You didn't drink in high school?
No.
What?
No.
I thought since you were the kid that were during Christmas carols in the 6th grade, you'd be screaming the Christmas carol instead of singing it. I thought you would have been one of the drinkers.
Hell I
Wow.
Yeah, I was having fun.
Oh. Playing baseball?
Fuck that.
So you had your first drink after basic training.
Yeah.
It was in the barracks?
Actually, no. It was at a what do you call it? We call it what do we call them?
NCO club?
Yeah. Because we were there. We were going through SOI school of infantry, and they're like, let's go to the fucking NCO club.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have a car. We couldn't drive off base because fucking Camp Pendleton's fucking huge.
Yeah.
So unless you had a fucking car, you could leave. But then you couldn't drink out because you're 18.
Yeah. Wait, could you drink on base?
You could.
Is that? I thought that was an old law. Or are we just that old that?
You can't drink on base no more?
I don't think so.
Really? Wait, so
I don't think I ever could.
Huh, so it's okay to take a person's life, but I can't fucking have beer.
No, yeah, dude.
Wow, interesting.
Dude, at 17 years old, you can get your rifle and go shoot people, but...
Get your K-bar and just stab someone right in the neck.
Yeah, but hey, that...
But it's like, Marine, put that alcohol down.
Put that Bud Light away.
You ain't 21 yet.
Yeah. I didn't really have my first drink until I came back from Iraq the first time, because at that point I was like, well, I better as well try it now. I just survived war.
Yeah.
I can survive some alcohol, I guess. And I got so drunk. It was the first time I ever really truly got really drunk was here in Vegas. I flew to Vegas with some friends.
Uh-huh.
Dude, I don't know if I ever told you this before, but I discovered Keno. Well, I knew about Keno, but I never played live Keno.
Yeah.
And so we're sitting there, and the cocktail waitress is coming around. And I was like, oh, the Keno's cool, because, you go to the slot machine, you put a 20 in, it could be gone in 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
But Keno, you can put $1 a game, but it takes 5 to 10 minutes to play one game. So I told him, I'm hanging out here. This is cool. I don't lose my money as fast. And So then we started getting free drinks. And then I noticed, oh, why am I betting like $5 now? I'm like, oh, that's why they're giving me free drinks. I learned that pretty quick. But dude, for like 5 or 6 hours I sat there. I was drinking Coors Lights because I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
And I'm drinking. Dude, I remember I was like, all right, we got to go to the room. Or no, one of my buddies' like parents lived here. So we were staying at his house. And we're like, we got to get up and go. And we go outside. You know, you go outside the first time the sun's up. You're like, what? The sun is up? Like, that was my favorite thing about working in like on the strip, was hearing every time. I was like, oh my God, the sun's up, dude. I remember standing up and just being like, whoa. And then we're walking down the strip and we end up at the right by the MGM. There's that M&M place.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the little like strip mall or food court.
Yeah.
Dude, we went there. I don't remember going there, but I woke up and my face was like on the table, and my Subway sandwich was right in front of my face. And my buddy said I couldn't use my arms, I guess. So I was just eating the sandwich right off the table. And I woke up and the sandwich was right in my face, and I was like, what the heck? And then, dude, we went to his house, and when I woke up, I couldn't raise my arms. I was so dehydrated, like in my neck and my shoulders. I couldn't lift my arms up. And I was like, this is the worst feeling in the world. I'm never drinking again. And of course, like the next day I was drinking again. But Coors Lights, dude. I love the Coors Light. Did you know? Here's a secret about Coors Light. If you chew spearmint candy while you're drinking Coors Light, it tastes like fresh candy.
What?
I'm telling you. Like, I tell everybody, if you want to taste your beer like it's fresh candy, chew some spearmint gum and then drink your Coors Light.
Damn.
I haven't done it since I've discovered other beers.
Yeah.
And like real good beer. So I don't know how true it was, but we should try it when Barley's opens.
Damn, Barley's open.
We'll go get a Coors Light and we'll get some spearmint gum. So, how about you? Have you done any mixology?
Damn. So, okay. So, I mean, that was like a time where it's like, okay, so after SOI, because that was like where I had like my really first beer, but I wasn't like really, okay, you know.
You didn't get hammered?
No. Until someone gave me like a fucking tequila and Coke. I'm like, what the fuck is tequila and Coke?
Oh, jeez.
I never even fucking heard of the tequila and
Was
Coke.
Was tequila your first hard liquor?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Fuck, dude. That did fuck me up, dude.
I bet.
Oh, my God.
You sometimes you have this problem where you don't eat all day and then you drink?
Yeah.
Did that happen on you?
No, thank God, no.
Can you imagine your first time drinking liquor? It's tequila on an empty stomach.
But the good thing is that we were like in a group, so we all went back to the barracks. You're fucking passed out.
Yeah.
Woke up thirsty as fuck. But then where I started really experimenting with different other styles of alcohol was when I got sent to Japan. You know, they had their different types of beers, their sake, you know. When you went to their bars, they had like their own different kind of shots. And then when you hit the nightclubs, because I wasn't like big on drinking still yet.
Really?
Yeah.
This is kind of like a world changer for me. I just always imagined you, because you told me that story about grabbing the beer in your little hands and it's so big. I'm like, that's when Juan started drinking.
But that's when the first time I had a White Russian.
Oh.
Dude, I was like, taste that thing. I was like, ugh, fuck is this?
What? It's vodka and milk?
It's vodka, Kahlua.
Kahlua.
And milk. So it's just 3 ingredients in there. Kahlua milk, yeah. And so that was like, ugh, you know what? It's like, that took a while to drink down. So basically, I didn't have to fucking drink after the whole damn nightclub there because I was fucking milking that stupid drink.
Yeah. Were drinks expensive in Japan? Or you hadn't been really that exposed to alcohol at that point, I guess.
Yeah, so I couldn't say if it was like really that expensive. It wasn't until then, oh my God, it's like the worst beer ever was when I was in the fucking dash.
Oh, that's Bangladesh.
God, Jesus. Okay, just picture this, dude.
Oh, geez.
Picture this heat that we have right now out here.
In Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, 105, whatever. Now picture going into a bar where there's no air conditioning. You know, they just have their fucking windows open. And in the corner are just cans of Foster just sitting there.
Not even a fridge?
Not even a fridge. They're sitting there. You get me a beer. They just go back there, grab it, crack it open, and they sit it down for you right there.
Do you remember how much that cost?
Yeah, it was like about a couple of cents.
U.S. cents?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess. I mean, if in that conditions, I'd pay 25 cents for a Foster.
God, but the moment you took that swig, dude, it was so hot. The carbonation just burned. It was just so disgusting.
Maybe I wouldn't pay 25. I might pay 12 cents after hearing that.
Oh, God, it was foul, dude. It was just foul.
So after I got over my Coors Light phase, I discovered a couple beers. There's this one beer called Hobgoblin. You ever hear? It's by the Winchwood Brewery in England. Because I liked Lord of the Rings at the time. I was like, I love those movies. I was like, oh, Hobgoblin. I want to be like a hobbit or a dwarf. So I bought this Hobgoblin and I had it, and it was a darker and heavier beer.
Yeah.
And I had tried some of those before, and I was like, ugh. But when I had this Hobgoblin, I was like, this tastes pretty good. And then I would get drunk on Hobgoblin, and then I would start trying to like sing like tales about dragons. And I'd kick my feet like I was dancing and stuff. And I don't know why. I look back, I was like, why was I like that? But Hobgoblin was a good beer. If you've never had a Hobgoblin, you should have it.
You felt hobbish, that's why.
Yeah. But then about the same time, that's opened me up to darker beers.
Yeah.
And Guinness then became my favorite beer. And part of the reason I haven't been to Ireland is because I hear that once you have the Guinness there, the Guinness here doesn't taste the same anymore.
Damn, does that mean like you never want to come back?
Yeah, maybe.
It's like, I have to get it. I'm staying.
If the beer's that good.
How's the food there?
Potatoes.
Never mind.
Well, I hear the food in England's good, so maybe you can just travel over to England.
I'll just be ordering fish and chips. Go and fucking get fish and chips.
So when was the first time you got hammered? Do you remember? And it has what drinks was it? Juan is just looking up.
Yeah, I remember the first time I got hammered because we were on base in Okinawa, and
no.
One of our sergeants was like leaving. He was going somewhere else, so they're throwing him a party, and that's when I fucking got wasted off of Jack Daniels.
Oh,
dude. That was my first blackout right there.
Ooh.
Because we just had like keep downing it. And it's my first fucking blackout, dude.
How did you feel when you woke up then?
Fuck, dude. It was like the worst hangover ever.
Did you think, I'm never doing that again?
Yeah, exactly. You know, fuck this. They're doing that again. And the worst thing about it is that we had a fucking, we'd always do our stupid 3-mile runs every fucking morning.
Mm-hmm.
So you're out there trying to run. You're fucking so thirsty. You see other fucking Marines next to you puking, blah, then you want to puke too.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
See, when I was in the Army, like, the first time especially, like, I didn't drink that much. I didn't really have any of that desire. But all my buddies did. So I was always DD, so I couldn't drink anyway. And I kind of feel like I wasted my healthiest years. Because, when you're young, you can drink and it's no problem.
Yeah.
And that's one thing after that hangover, dude, like, one where I couldn't lift up my arms, I feel like my body just went, well, we're not doing that again. And, like, I don't really get hungover, like, ever. And I don't know why. I've learned a lot of things. Like, before I pass out, I'll try to drink, like, a gallon of water.
Yeah, I think I should have done that, 5 days ago?
With your Crown Apple?
Oh, my God, guys. So here's another quick story. So, we always sold Crown. I've had Crown before, but I never actually really drank the Crown Apple.
Yeah.
So I was at Sam's, and I'm like, they sell that big-ass bottle of Crown. So I'm like, fucking buy this.
Was it on sale or something?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay. Because that's kind of a weird one that just pops out at you.
Yeah, I was like, well, I've tasted pretty good. So I had some of that, and I bought some cranberry juice with it.
Ooh.
And
I got a story about cranberry juice after this.
so the moment I mixed, it was like, fuck, I can't even taste the fucking alcohol in this damn thing. So I shit you not, and the great thing about it is like, okay, I got my alcohol here. Nobody wants to come over. What's the first thing I love to do?
Troll
Facebook.
Look,
Oh, man.
geez. I'm surprised you still have a Facebook account.
Yeah, me too. I'm surprised they haven't shut me down yet.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have been blocked. A lot of people have blocked me.
And you're not one that usually drinks alone. Like, I didn't think, because I wanted to come over, but I was on a roll with doing stuff, and I didn't want to stop. And then I didn't think you were actually going to drink, but then like you started texting in our group chat with Angel Filmmaker and Brow Gav and Band JJ. And I'm like, oh no, I ended up falling asleep too. Because I was tired. I was working, and then I was like, okay, let me take a nap. I'll wake up, and then I'll head over there. But that nap was like 5 hours long. I was like, what the heck? And then I checked the chat, and you're like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dang it. And I was like, should I still go over? And I'm like, I know you, because like when you get hammered, you get to a point where you're like going to pass out. And that's from your text. I was like, he's at that point, he's going to pass out. And then you were still up for a few hours. I was like, oh man, he was really on it. Because I wanted to bring the cornhole over.
Oh.
So vodka cranberries. You're a bartender. Do you sell a lot of those?
Vodka cran? Yeah.
Is it mostly women?
Both.
Oh,
actually.
really?
Yeah.
Because I always felt like I had a little girl ordering those things. Should I tell them about the best pickup line I ever heard?
Yeah.
Have I told you this story? I probably have. I love this story. So I was just a flight attendant. Get based in New York.
Uh-huh.
Some of the flight attendants were like, hey, let's go. Like the guys, so they're all gay. Like, hey, let's go out. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I don't know what to wear. Dude, I'm wearing a Universal Studios Hollywood t-shirt, some green cargo shorts, and some flip-flops. And I get on the train. I go meet them. They're wearing nice jeans, button-up shirts. And they're like, we're going to Monster. And I'm like, can I even get in? Like, you guys all look nice. And I'm here in my flip-flops and my shorts and my Universal Studios Hollywood t-shirt. And they're like, yeah, dude, don't worry about it. Why are you worried about that? So, dude, we go there. There's a bouncer. He checks our ID,
Uh-huh.
and goes, go in. So I go in. There's another bouncer, and I still have my ID in my hand, and I'm like, what? So I start to hand it to him. Dude, these guys were like 500-pounders.
Damn.
Yeah, they were huge. And so I start to hand him my ID. He goes, no. He reaches into a box and gives me 2 condoms. And I'm like, why do I need 2? And I'm like, oh, I'm in a gay bar. And so we go in there, dude. And so upstairs, they have a piano, and everybody's singing show tunes from Broadway. Like the whole bar.
Damn.
There's like not one. I didn't know the words to all the songs. I barely knew any of them. They were like into it. Like you know the popular songs.
Yeah.
But they knew every song from like every show. There's 2 guys sitting at the piano. There's 2 guys laying on the piano. Everybody's drinking. I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna go to the bar. I don't know. I'm still like this. I'm still kind of learning what I like to drink.
Yeah.
But I saw a sign for Budweiser. I was like, okay, I'll start with a Budweiser. I'm from South Dakota. My dad ran a bar. I'm thinking, all right, Budweiser, a couple bucks. Boom, Budweiser, $6 special. I was like, this is a special for $6? I don't want this. But I took it because I ordered it, so I took it. Dude, we go downstairs. Downstairs is like the opposite of upstairs, kind of, in a gay way. It's all the guys down there don't have their shirts on, and they're playing like Barbra Streisand.
Oh,
and I'm just like, what is going on?
Damn,
and
so you went more towards like the twink side, huh?
I guess, yeah. And yeah, it was there. At least there were heftier guys up top, and then a bunch of skinny guys downstairs.
Damn.
Not all of them, but so I'm like, there were a couple girls there that we were with too, a couple flight attendant girls,
Uh-huh.
and so We go back upstairs. And this is where I learned, like, girls... I always like, why do girls come to these places? And it's because they don't get hit on mercilessly. Like, constantly. Like, they know they can go and just have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, I get it now. So I go up, but the next time I go up, I see a sign. Special. Vodka cranberry. $3. And I was like, that sounds better than a $6 Budweiser right now. So I ordered it, dude. I get that drink, and I take a sip, and all I taste is vodka.
Damn.
And it was a big drink. It was like this cup, like a 32
Holy crap.
ounce. Yeah, it was huge. Maybe not quite that big, but it was big. You know, most drinks come in little rocks glasses. This one was a tall glass for $3. And I was like, I guess I'm getting drunk off of these because this won't take much.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, I got 2 of them, and I was like I was lit, as the kids say today. And the second one, I watched the bartender. He was one of your favorites. He's a little Twinkie guy. And he's the one that served me the first time. So I watched him pour the drink, dude. And he put some ice in there. The vodka went up to like a centimeter from the top.
Fuck.
And he took the cranberry juice and just like colored it. And I was like, no wonder. Dude, I got so drunk. Later on that night, this is where the night got interesting for me because I learned something new. So I go to the bar. There's a guy, I call him Waldo because he wore a red and white striped shirt. He was like 6'8". His shoulders were like 2 feet wide. He was huge. And his back's to me. But I'm standing there just like, I'm waiting on my drink. And the show tunes are playing, you know? And then just out of nowhere, the show tunes stop. And then I hear, chink. I'm like, what the heck? It was like super silent, and then it's chink. I look down, and there's a set of keys on the floor right next to Waldo.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh no, Waldo lost his keys. So I picked up his keys, and I tapped him on the shoulder, dude. Dude, it was like tapping a rock.
Damn.
This guy was ripped. And he like kind of like looked at his shirt like, get off me, fly. like I'm annoying him. I'm like, oh geez. So I like tap him a little harder, and he like kind of looks over his shoulder. He kind of looks at me and just kind of like glares at me. I'm like, all right, so I'm just gonna try to give this guy his keys one last time and call it a night. So I'm like, hey, and so he was. I guess he was macking on some guy, and he had no interest in me. And he turns around, dude, and he's huge, and I'm sitting there in my chair like, and he goes, what? And like my butthole puckered up, and I was like, oh my god, this guy can just kill me if he wanted to. And I held up his keys. I was like, here's your keys. Are these yours? They fell. And he goes, he looks at his keys, and he looks at me. And he looks at his keys, and he looks at me, and he goes, well, if you don't have my keys, how are you going to get in my house tonight? And I was like, whoa, what? And I started laughing, and he smiled, or he kind of smiled, and then I said, I'm only here with my friends, my flight attendant friends. I'm not gay, but if I were, I would be in there like swimwear. And he smiled, and he took his keys, and he goes, well, if you change your mind, you know where I'm at. And I'm like, well, you're hard to miss. Like I said that to him. So you're hard to miss. And he laughed again, and he turned around, and I was like, dang it, that was such a good pickup line. And then like before my second deployment, I had my keys with me. I was walking around just dropping them next to girls like all night. I was just dropping my keys everywhere, and no girl, not even one, even looked down, and nobody picked them up. Obviously,
Damn, but was there music playing when you dropped your keys?
I just remember doing it all night. So they're probably no. I was at one bar, the Legion, back home. There's no music that plays there. But I just remember like, does this really work? I was just dropping keys, but yeah. So if you ever hear me talking about drinking gay, it's because I'm drinking vodka cranberries. That was the longest story for that.
But that was hilarious.
Yeah. Drinky Poo, vodka cranberries. So, what do you prefer? One, do you prefer? I mean, I know you just like to get drunk, but do you want to get drunk off of like Bud Lights or more expensive, fancier beers?
I'll go with more expensive, fancier beer.
Why is that?
Why? Because it tastes so much better.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's like the Bud Light, stuff like that. It's like, well, if I'm going to this place, there's going to people be drinking. It's like, let me buy a shitload amount for the least amount of money.
Yeah.
You know, it's like everybody going to get wasted. Fuck it, here you go.
Yeah.
But if you're drinking like good quality beer, fuck yeah, that's really good. And that's where when I was in Germany, man, oh my God, the beer there was delicious.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Because a lot of the pubs there, they brew their own beer.
Yeah.
And you just go, it's like, fuck, just sit there, just drink it. And it was like something that tasted good and you could enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah. I really enjoyed the Kolsch when I was there.
Uh-huh.
And that's Fuhrer?
Yes.
I think that was another
something like
one.
that. Yeah, yeah.
Those were good beers. And I agree with you. I mean, most of the time, my kind of theory is I love cranberry grape juice. That's like my favorite drink. Just cran grape is so good.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, if I want to have a good drink, that's what I'm going to drink. Just cranberry grape. So for me, most of the time, alcohol is just to get drunk. And it doesn't really matter how I get it. But sometimes I do like to, like, especially like I had a brewer friend who's like, you got to eat sausages with this beer and cheese with this.
Yeah.
I was like, that sounds dumb. And then he got me doing it. I'm like, oh, this does taste good. And that's when I was just like, okay, I can get into some different types of beer. But what's the one beer that gets you going more than any? Do you have one?
No.
Oh. Do you have any drink that does? Like, you just get it and you just start...
Like going crazy or just enjoying it?
Oh, you're enjoying it, but it's getting you hammered and you're drinking it probably faster than you should be.
Fuck. What would that be?
I'll tell you mine.
What?
Irish Car Bomb. I love Irish Car Bomb so much. I love them. I invented the Irish Car Bomb course, which I have never completed, but I've made it to 9 out of 10.
Now, one drink I did enjoy a long time ago was a caipirinha.
What is that?
Dude, it's kind of like a little Brazilian drink. And so what it was like you just like pack the glass full of fucking crushed ice. You pour the liquor in there, and then
what liquor?
Well, they would call it cachaça, but the closest thing that would come to it would be like white rum.
Okay.
Clear rum. And then you would add I would say you would muddle a couple of limes in there. And the way you do it, it's like you muddle a couple of limes in there first. Boom. You throw some of that raw brown sugar in it. Pack it with crushed ice. Pour the liquor in there. Mix it up and drink it. It was really good because when you would drink it, because all that raw sugar and the lime juice would be at the bottom. So the moment you would take a suck, you drink it, you suck in the alcohol with the sugar and the lime, and it just like create a good flavor to it. But it fuck you up quick too.
Can you get those anywhere? Like, will bartenders in Vegas know what that is?
Some will, but a lot of them don't. Because I remember when I first moved out here, it's like, "Gives me caipirinhas." What's that? Gives me caipirinhas. What's that?
Oh.
When someone tells me what's that, I was like, yeah, it's like, well, fucking white rum, raw sugar, muddle some limes in there. And the moment you say muddle, like, oh yeah, no, no, we can't do that.
Why is muddling like a hard skill?
No, it's like you just gotta put all the ingredients in there, and then you gotta find your muddling stick.
Yeah.
And a lot of these bars don't even have it because, they don't like to muddle it.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because it's not worth it.
Oh.
Because you're getting a shitty drink, but you want it fancy. Like when people like to order old fashions, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's like this guy's not going to tip you.
Oh, so you're like, I don't want to do the work.
Yeah,
it's not going to amount to anything.
Yeah, because if I make it fucking great, they're just going to keep ordering it, and then I'm going to have to go over there, fucking wash more glasses, wash more utensils, wash more stuff. But I mean, hey, I make them kick ass. I give them always that benefit of the doubt. Hey,
Yeah.
here you go. And next thing you know, it's like I see them. They just signed a fucking credit card or whatever, and take the change bag. It's like fucking cheap bastard.
Oh, dang it! I want one of those drinks.
And it's always
now,
the
though.
young guys too. Always young fuckers.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Those that are in their fucking I would say from the ages of from 23 to 30. That age group right there. Cheap motherfuckers when they order the fucking
The fancy drinks.
the fancy fucking let me get an old fashioned. You know what I'm talking about.
That's where I think like public education. Well, I mean that's one of those things. Dude. Schools should focus more about life, teaching life, and take a whole bunch of math and science and art. A lot of that. You get rid of all that. Just teach people about life and how to get around. Because a lot of parents they think they went to the out of state once and now they're world travelers and they know about life. But yeah, no, like tipping is something. At least in like there's countries where you can't tip because it's offensive.
Yeah, like Japan.
Yeah, like you don't want to do that. And then you also, but when you're in a country that does accept tips, you should know the customary stuff. And speaking of tipping, have you ever tipped for a terrible drink? Like, have you ever gotten a drink and it was bad, so you didn't tip? I'll tell you the one time I didn't want to tip,
Now, see,
but I was drunk.
now
He's really thinking.
I did not tip. I mean, you know what? To this day, F them.
Oh.
Because I think it was inside Mandalay Bay in Luxor. There's that walkway, and they got like restaurants in there.
Yeah.
And so there was this Mexican restaurant. We went to eat there, dude, and it was like the shittiest service ever. Literally, dude, I had to walk up to the bar, order my drink, take it right back to my table, because where the fuck was a server?
Yeah.
And I remember I'm not going to mention any names, but the girl, she goes, because I told her I got the bill.
Dang, you remember this person's name?
Huh?
You remember this person's name?
Oh, yeah. But I was like, but the people there, it's like they were there. I was like, I just like put the amount that was owed
Yeah.
on the tip. I put 0. And then the girl I was with, she's like, are you going to tip? I'm like, no. Fuck no. This guy did not once come back, did not check up on us. I need another drink. I had to walk up to the fucking bar, get my fucking drink, come back, and still did not come ask me how the fuck was my food, because I wasn't happy with it either.
Oh, jeez.
So I was like, no, I'm not
Dang.
tipping. That's the one time I did not tip.
Wow.
And you know what? Hey, people say, oh, you're an asshole. No, you know what? No. You
Bad
gave me
service.
shitty service. I'm not going to be that guy that says, well, I still tipped even though he gave me shitty service so you can learn. You're not going to learn.
Yeah.
He's going to say, well, I gave shitty service, still got money, fuck him.
Yeah. 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 That was a lot more emotion than I thought you were going to give. Because I was just talking about the first time I had a granny panty, and I almost didn't tip because it was so gross.
Oh.
But then I thought, well, he told me what was in it, so I can't really not tip him. Granny panty, for those of you who don't know, I think it was just this guy made it up. I wonder if he just made it up just for us, and like these two drunks will probably try it.
Yeah.
It's Beefeater gin, Tabasco sauce, topped with Parmesan cheese. And
Damn, that sounds disgusting.
dude, I literally went like this. I grabbed the drink, I went up, swallowed, put the glass down, walked right over to the trash can, and threw it all back up. Like it was almost one continuous motion, just, oh, here I go. Like it was, ugh. Thanks, Zane. That's what it was Zane's 21st birthday.
Damn.
And we went to the bartender and like, hey, it's his 21st birthday. At like 12:01 a.m. He needs his first drink at a bar. He goes, haha, granny panty. I was like, ugh. Ugh. But other than that, I mean, one other drink that I really like is the cinnamon bun.
I think I've tasted that one before. You made it here one time.
Yeah, it tastes like a cinnamon bun, and it's just Fireball and cream soda. That's it. And it tastes like a cinnamon bun. So if you need a sweet treat, that's go for that cinnamon bun. I was at a wedding, and they wanted me to be the bartender, and I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna be too drunk. And so I ended up being like at the bar, telling people to order cinnamon buns, and people loved the cinnamon buns. Any other drinks that you'd like to mention here, Juan?
Oh.
Trying to think. What did we drink? Okay, let's just talk like really quick. What was the last time we drank? What we had a case of Coors Light and a 12-pack of Corona.
Yeah.
That I thought this was going to lead somewhere exciting, and that was a boring story. I was like, oh, what's the cool drink?
Oh, what other mixed drinks, fruity mixed drinks have you ever had?
Oh, I've had plenty of them. Scooby Snacks. I love Scooby Snacks.
God dang, dude. Those things are a pain in the ass at the bingo.
Oh, work in the bingo hall?
Oh my God, because there's times where it's like we'll be like, hey, we need bartenders to work at this bingo gala where you got like hundreds of people there, playing bingo, and they're all ordering Scooby Snacks.
What's in a Scooby Snack?
So Scooby Snacks is you got your Malibu, your Midori, pineapple, and a little bit of cream or milk or that. You shake it up, bam, you got your Scooby Snack.
What color is it?
I would say it's like kind of like greenish.
Okay, I've had blue Scooby Snacks and green Scooby Snacks, and I'd never have known like what's the official way to make it. But the best ones I had were in Pierre, South Dakota, and they were blue. And it was just like, it tastes like refreshing, cold, like ambrosia. Just it hits the mouth, and it goes through, and you swallow, and you're like, oh, I need more of that.
Bless you.
Oh, dude. Excuse me. If I could, I would just have like a tube hooked up to a Scooby Snack machine and just have it just going into my body. Oh, and that reminds me of a time I got super, super wasted.
What was that?
151 rum. Caribou.
Fuck, I've never heard of that one.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so Tech 9, a rapper, my brother was like in love with his music for a short time. And he was like, let's go to Tech 9 concert. And honestly, I don't remember what I was drinking at all that night. But I was hammered. I was so hammered, I woke up in the wrong Holiday Inn, cuddling with the ice bucket from my room on the stairwell. Third floor stairwell. That's how I want to say I was drinking Caribou Lose that night because that's what one of Tech 9's things. Do you know what it is?
No.
Malibu, Bacardi, and pineapple juice. It used to be Bacardi 151, but do they make 151 anymore?
They still make 151, yeah.
But yeah, 151. Rum or Malibu and pineapple juice, and you mix that all together, and it tastes so good, and you can still taste the alcohol because it's 151, but it's not that bad. But after like 3 of them, it's like a drunk train just punches you in the head. Like I was so drunk, my brother said he was trying to sleep in our hotel room, and he had 3 pillows, and I was taking pictures of him, saying, this is going to be called 9 pillows. So I wasn't seeing double, I was seeing triple. And he said he was getting mad because I wouldn't stop saying this is going to be called 9 pillows.
Surprised you didn't get alcohol blindness.
Oh.
Is that a thing?
Probably. Yeah, it's called beer goggles. But yeah, no, I think I had to have been drinking the Caribou Lose that night because I was gone. And we went to a Perkins, and I creeped out some 16-year-olds.
Damn, that sounds like me.
And yeah, so yeah, everybody, let us know what your favorite drinks are. Any last words on your favorite drinks, Juan?
Oh, that's it, man. I could
I
just drink and drink. Fuck it.
Yeah, yeah. So we want to know your favorite drinks. Introduce us to some new drinks, and you can leave them in the comments below. Or you can follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook at OIOPod, or email us at ohitsonpod@gmail.com. And share this. Let us know who your drunk friends are, because we need to try out some new drinks now that these casinos in Vegas are open again. And remember, do you have any? You look like you have something to say.
Oh, let's hope Barley's opens up soon.
Oh, it should be open by the time this posts.
Oh, sweet.
And you can go to it. Well, should we bring our audio recorder?
Might as
and
well.
just record a podcast there.
We should. Because they got the tables there. We can just like hide it there and just have little mics with us.
We should go tonight. Because the casinos can open. The casinos open on the 4th, but bars can open now on the 29th. Right? Yeah, bars. Yeah. Oh, jeez.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Are you going to feel well enough to go to Barley's?
No, I'm saying it's like, will the tables be open? Will
the bars will be open. The bars are open. The bars can open. They just got to
Well, one way we can find out, we can always call.
Last time I called them, it went to like somebody's cell phone voicemail.
Really?
Yeah. It rang 5 times and then it went, "You have reached the voicemail box of," and then it just said the number. I was like, what? But, okay. Sorry for that little sidetrack there. Follow us, like us, subscribe. And remember, the microphone might be on.